Hello, May 18th. Father, thank you so much for all that you have done in America this past weekend with this rededication of the nation to you, the first Shabbat of a national level on Friday till Saturday. Lord, thank you. We don't want to also forget to thank you also for the fact that everyone, it seemed like every safety, there was no terror attacks that we're aware of, something that we were really praying against. So
Yeah.
for that, we give thanks, Lord, and we trust you and we pray you would bless this time as we share and pray and continue our journey of intercession. So thank you, Lord, for this answered prayer and thank you for your goodness. Looking forward to hearing from you, Aran. And one of the things that I do know is that Trump was basically back in the Situation Room looking again at the war options, not happy with how Iran is dealing or sending proposals that are no good. So I'm not sure if you know about that or not, but go ahead, Aran, and share with us the prayer points and also, of course, National Leadership Center, JLI, which we pray into as well. So thanks so much. Over to you.
Hello, how are you? Great to see you. By the way, Patricia, I'm not happy also with Iran, so I
Yeah,
hope that I'm in a good company here.
that's true.
Yeah, it's like it's amazing to see. I was now have a conversation with Jonathan Laduk a minute ago, and it's missiles on the north all the time. It's like we are sitting here in Tel Aviv and having fun. In a way, and the guys in the south, in the north, sorry, all day, all night are under attacks. It's like
Wow.
craziness, and for now, President Trump is stopping Benjamin Netanyahu to respond to the Lebanon, and
Oh,
we are sitting in a way, our soldiers inside, and they are attacking Israel, not just the IDF inside Lebanon, also the citizens that living in the border, which is crazy. And we are sitting and waiting, and who knows, somebody start to call that the new name of the war, the war of ceasefire. We are in ceasefire, they are in war, and we
yeah.
are waiting, God knows for what, which is bringing a lot of frustration in Israel, but also we can find that in Gaza. Hamas don't wants to disarm. He wants to continue to be there, and nothing is moving him from this situation. Although it was a lot of promises around that and deals and things like that. And Iran, of course, is open, which is like question mark what is going to be. And every headline is moving and shifting the mood here in Israel. When President Trump is not happy and publishing a AI picture of him pushing the red button, it start to put here people in stress because we understand that the red button is for them, but we understand very fast that it's going to be on us. So, people
Mm,
live in a war zone, sometimes without a war, sometimes with a war. And it's something that make a lot of frustration in Israel from the people and uncertain. We are start the journey to elections in Israel in six
right.
months from now, which is also put another stress in Israel. New parties coming, new airlines, new ideas, old ideas, but everything is putting Israel in a way that it's starting to take a little bit from the balance.
Mm,
You don't know if you're planning your trips to Israel or from Israel. If it's going to be, if it's going to be tomorrow attack from Iran, all the Iran is going to shut down again, and you cannot go in and you cannot go out. So, and we are a minute from the summer. What is going to be there, vacation-wise, student-wise? The North, they are not going to schools. They are in the bomb shelters. They are close to the bomb shelters. They don't drive in buses because they're afraid from drones. This is the new things that happen in Israel. The Hezbollah is attacking us with drones, and it's very hard because we have a big technology and we know to deal with a lot of big things, but with small things like drones, it's a
right.
guerrilla fight, which is also in Lebanon. and in Gaza, and soldiers are die. Every day we have soldier that is killed, another funeral, another widow, another orphan. Yesterday we buried amazing guy from place next to Ariel, and he's
Mhm.
supposed to be married in 1 month. So now she's waiting for him, and he's not going to come because of a drone, which is make
Oh,
you very frustrating and crazy.
oh,
But I was sitting in Shabbat in the synagogue, and I was reading Numbers, the portion of Shabbat that it's called in the wilderness, which is in a way what we are doing these days. We are living in the wilderness, and I start to read that, and I start to organize my thoughts about what we are doing. Numbers two, we are reading the children of Israel should camp each of his own standard with banners of their father's houses. And this is a verse that's speaking about identity, about belonging, about the personal place that you are having in the national or in the camp. And this is something that I see every day, and I think that this is something is amazing. People are searching and looking for identity. Especially the young people are living in a chaos. Think about it from 2020 COVID time. They are living in a chaos, and they are looking for themselves. They're looking for a ways to express their feelings, to express themselves, who they are, and what they are doing. And then you see Numbers 153, and the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of the testimony. This is a very short but very powerful verse that is speaking about the tabernacle that in the center. The people, the Israelites, are in the desert, and the idea is how to create a center or anchor, spiritual and value inside the uncertain. And then I continue to read about in Numbers 9:18, and the command of the Lord, the children of Israel journeyed, and at the command of the Lord they camped. This is something that's speaking about faith, about moving, about the journey, about the capability to go and continue, even you don't see that. And if you are seeing that in a chilling way, this is what we are very familiar in Israel these days. In the last period, there is years of war, stress, pain, loss that create a lot of tired emotionally and spiritually, by the way, and anxious inside the people, especially in the young people that dealing, and this is becoming their reality in the last years, and this is something that is very complicated.
mm,
But inside that, we are going to celebrate this Thursday, Shavuot.
yeah.
Shavuot is amazing holidays that we love very much. And this is the holiday of giving of the Torah. The moment when the Israel receive not only laws,
Mm,
we receive our identity, our direction, our purpose. And you mentioned that, Patricia, in Word, but when I saw the first time the announcement about the national Shabbat of Donald Trump,
hmm.
the call to push everything, the push the endless of life, the race of life, back to the family, back to the faith, back to community, and gratitude. I was with tears in my eyes to think about that the President of the United States of America declaring about that. And I
Yeah.
think that one of the amazing things about that President Trump recognized that people are needing and looking for anchor. People are looking and need for a meaning, and people need for hope. And when you are sitting in Shabbat, when I'm doing the Shabbat in my home, the family around me, we are praying together, we are reading Psalms together, we are putting the cell phones outside, and we are focusing in the family. We are finding our anchor. The family is the anchor. The family bring you the meaning for life, and the family bring you hope with all the big challenges that we have in our lifetime.
Mm,
And what is amazing about Jewish people, and I think that this Shabbat of President Trump see that the Israelites in the desert are in every station that they stop, they build again the center of spiritual and to remind them who they are. The road is long and confusing, but we know who we are. And this is when I saw that about the big Shabbat, the national Shabbat, I
Hmm.
was thinking about bless President Trump for
Hmm.
he bringing the Shabbat to the US, the American people. Because when you are doing that, you are a better person. You are a full person. And I was thinking when I reading this portion uh, again and again, I was thinking about that. What is the modern tabernacle? What is the place that we are building and need to build again and again and again in this journey that we are in? The journey of war, the journey of sadness, the journey of what we have in the last 3 years in Israel. And I was looking in the mirror and I have the answer. The answer is what we are doing, the National Leadership Center, the JLI, all the operations that we are doing in Israel. I can share with you, and I shared that with the board of directors. We have a meeting last week,
Hmm.
and it's amazing to see that in Israel, a lot of businesses and organizations and activities like us closing the doors because of financial
Wow.
troubles, because lack of people that are coming, because of the war. You cannot drive, you cannot go. And when we are looking in the numbers, between January to the end of June, what is expecting, what we have now, we are going to bring 7,500 people that being in our activity. In other
Wow.
words, last year we have 15,000, and with 2 months that we didn't work in a way, but we work, we are bringing people to our activities. And I was first thank the Lord and thank
Hmm.
for the miracles and the journey that we are walking. But I understood that when we are bringing the people an anchor, like our activity, we are, in the middle of the war. My trainers are coming with joy and happiness to everywhere they are coming, like
Mm.
the messengers of peace and shalom and hope. And they're coming with smile on their faces because my trainers understand that when they're coming to a high school, or when they're coming to a youth club, whatever they're coming, they're building a center of joy. Yes, it's for one day, yes, sometimes for 2 days, but when we are bringing our hope to the people, we are building a centers of hope, a centers that bringing the Bible, they're bringing a prayer, they are bringing purpose in life and the meaning that the people are so much looking. We are not just a facilities. We are not just a workshop. We are creating a spaces of healing,
Mm.
spaces that young people are learning again to breathe, to believe in themselves, in the people, in their family, to listen, to lead, especially to understand that they are not alone. And I can tell you that our journey is not just it's not just a slogan that we are building, because we see in every corner that we are going and we are walking all over Israel, we see a wounded society, but
Mm.
but we offer them like babies to walk again. Sometimes it's not physical, it's emotional and spiritual. Sometimes when it's hard, you forget that you have resources in your life. Sometimes you forget about the places of Abba, the places of your family, and you need some small pushes, spiritual spiritual pushes that reminds you again. And I see that in children's, in youth, but I see that also in adults that forgot that there is something that is bigger than
Right.
them, the belonging, the center, the spiritual
Right.
center that we are providing for them. It's something that bringing hope to the people. And this is the fact that in the middle of the war, we are not just becoming small, the opposite. We are growing and growing and growing because people are thirsty and desire for anchors. And we are providing that very, very, very naturally by that because we prepare for this moment. And it's not just me, Eran, that is doing that. I have the people that is doing that. And by the way, when the second and the third generations of students that bringing this hope to the people, it's more powerful because I'm old and there are
Okay.
young trainers in the age of 20 and they're communicating the same way that the
Mm,
young people are communicating. When young people are see that, they're very connected.
mm,
So Shavuot is a celebration of giving the Torah, like the Shabbat is a celebration. And I
yeah.
think in the midst of the uncertain, the question mark, the sadness, everything, we have to celebrate. We have to celebrate because it's big thing that happened. And I'm praying that we are going to continue every day to build the tabernacle, our inside tabernacle that living in our hearts, in our mind, in our soul, but also the national, but also the international. Because if we are going to unite it in faith, in connection, in meaning, in unity about what is important in life, I think we are going to win. And this is going to be ended. And what we are doing in small steps now to bring the hope to the people and the capability to trust and believe. And this is something that we are doing. We are walking by faith. But you know, we are not just walking by faith. We are communicate the faith. We are communicate the hope and something that is coming back and back and back, a message that we are bringing to the young generation is from Joshua 1:9. Be strong and courageous. Do not afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. This is a meaning that we are bringing to the table. This is something that we are bringing. Yes, it's hard. Yes, the journey is long. Yes, it's uncertain. But yes, people are looking for the anchor. And if you can provide an anchor with a hope, you are going to bring the world, the light, a peace. And I hope that we are going to find our Shabbat and our tabernacle inside us. And when we are going to strong as human beings, as a personal, our society is going to be grow. So, Patricia, we are growing.
So
We
good.
are bringing more and more people. You know, I just shared that with our board. In May, this is the first time in our lifetime we are working in 3 shifts. It's amazing to think about it. I'm looking and I said, who is the guy that managed that? It's like crazy. We have workshop from 8 o'clock to noon. We have workshop in noon to night, and we have the activity in the NLC. Like it's like from 8 o'clock to 8 a.m. We are working all over Israel. Think about it. It's
Wow.
hundreds and hundreds of people, and we are growing. But why? Because we are consistent, and something is more important that we believe in the roots, in the biblical roots, in the hope, in the trust, in the faith, and we are communicate that we are not just rumbling and mumbling. We are shouting and crying. This is our agenda, and this is the hope that we are bringing to people, and people are thirsty, and we are going to be there. We are going to double and triple our activity. We are going to double and triple, and this is the need. And the need is for more people with our DNA that know to connect that and communicate that, and this is what we are going to focus in the next month. And I hope that I will come to you in a peace times, and I hope
Mm.
that I will come to you in times that I can continue to communicate that yes, we are strong, we are courageous, and we are going to continue to do it in all our strength. So thank you very much, Patricia.
So good. So good. We're so grateful